Okay, so as you can see there, it says no code. Now you might, oh god, wait, hang on. Bro, this is so annoying. Um, yep, so alright, I hope that's working alright. You might, now if you go into my previous streams, you can see very clearly that, I have a camera mod and I have OBS settings working alright. And, they're pretty stable and it's a less basic font for the text. You can see it says no code, and I've also got no cosmetics. So just today I cloned so that's what this stream is about, me just running around talking about my PC upgrades, and like how it's gonna affect my streams, and also why I got the upgrade in the first place. Well, so first of all, I just want to say that the reason it's such like a basic stream, like literally like no camera mod, nothing, is because, bro, I don't even have Discord on this yet, on this new SSD. I went from a 500GB SSD to a 2TB SSD, and none of the none of it, and when the guy who was trying to, like upgrade my PC, and, because I sent it into somewhere to get it upgraded, because I'm not really good with upgrading SSDs, right? But, he said, now I had tried a year earlier than this to upgrade my SSD from 128GB to 500GB, and it gave me a BIOS error, like, not a BIOS error, but it just booted into BIOS rather than Windows, when everything was cloned over and it was supposed to, work out right. But basically, we couldn't figure out why, but I tried it with a different SSD, messed around with some settings in my BIOS, and sure enough, like, the whole thing booted up, so I had to go through getting 2 500GB SSDs, and now I'm upgrading to a 2TB one, because the 500GB one is full. But yes, anyway, when I was upgrading it, when the guy was like, doing the upgrade, it gave him the same BIOS error, and I didn't have a spare SSD that I could, give him. And I actually talked to him, like, I was in the shop, and I was like, yeah, so it might give you that little BIOS error, and that's why I'm not doing it myself, so, and you might know how to fix that. But then, so yeah, and basically he said I have two options. I can go back to the 500GB one and just have to, and get a refund and not, upgrade it, or I can not clone it, or I can wipe the 2TB SSD, because I had all the cloning stuff on it, like, the clone data, like Windows, my user, my, that's really all I store on it, is just Windows, and yeah, that's basically it, and like cookies, and like, like web browser cookies, But like, just files that Windows needs, and then, you know, stuff like that, and then, like, just my games, really. Which is why I was so full. And I play some games, and like my hard drive takes forever to load games, because it rotates. It's like a hard drive that goes at like 5400 RPM, which isn't too good. I mean, but it's a WD purple hard drive, because I noticed I keep my PC on for a really long time. Like, it's probably been on, like, sometimes I just sleep with it on, like, I just do. And I figured, bro, my PC's hard drive is gonna accumulate some. If there's any PC part that's gonna fail first, it's probably gonna be my hard drive, because, you know, it's like mechanical and stuff. It's the only PC component that is mechanical but doesn't have a fan of any kind. Like, it is, you know, but it's got loads of arms and rotors and stuff like that in it. But the thing is, it rotates at 5400 RPM, which is like a third slower than, which is only 3/4 as fast as, you know, my old Seagate 1TB Barracuda hard drive, which used to run at 7200 RPM, because that's like a gaming hard drive. And even though, and because it's a WD like purple hard drive, like, it's built for surveillance, so like 24/7 CCTV camera stuff. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, so basically I just said to the guy, I just got a little bit sidetracked there, but I just said to the guy, yeah, look, we'll get it. Yeah, you can just erase the 2TB hard drive, or 2TB SSD, sorry, and we'll just have to. And he offered that, and he was then like, okay, do you wanna me to install Windows 10 Home on it? Oh, why does dog look like that? Oh, God, shit. I haven't seen him in years. But anyway, so I was like, I said to the guy, like, yeah, look, we'll just install Windows 10 Home on it, and you know, I'll just try and transfer everything across. I've gotten like I mean, it pretty much is like, it's pretty much there. Like, as far as the home screen of my PC, like, you wouldn't really be able to tell a difference. You know, like, if I showed you a before and after, like, it's probably like 90% accurate. Really just the taskbar and stuff. You know, but like, yeah, I just customized it pretty quickly. But anyway, so yeah, so now I have a 2TB SSD installed, but now I have no mods. Now I do actually have mods, and, you know, games and backups and OBS and all my live streams and not my live streams, my video recordings, but they're on my hard drive, because, you know, my hard drive was, like, hard drives are usually just bigger than, like, typically, you know, you can either get an SSD, but it's gonna have less space, but it's more reliable, or for the same price you can get a hard drive that's maybe, you know, like twice the storage but half as reliable. You know, just because, like, hard drives, they're on for thousands of hours and do a bunch of mechanical stuff, like, they're gonna wear out one day, right? Although you'd be surprised how reliable they are. like hard drive failure is it's pretty rare, to be honest. But yeah, so now I'm just sitting here. I'm trying to like get everything transferred across. I've used up 55 gigabytes, which I would say maybe 40 gigabytes of that is just Windows and stuff. But I have two other users that I need to get transferred across. They're just like other accounts of mine. Not no, like my PC is my PC. I don't no one else uses it. I'll actually put on my cosmetics since they've yeah, so yeah, but I'm just gonna get everything transferred across and stuff. It shouldn't take too long, but like there's like another like 30 gigabytes of stuff. Like it's like ghost space. Like I don't know what is actually taking it up. Right, okay, that's my things pretty much sorted out. But yeah, so I have no files. I don't have anything really installed. I have everything customized again, back to what it used to be like, but nothing's really installed. So yeah. But yeah. So next part. So why am I? So you might be wondering, well, 500 gigabytes is a bunch of space, and also I have a 2 terabyte hard drive. Also, like, like surely that's all enough for like content creation and games and stuff. Well, to be honest, like, I had it on my phone, like a bunch, like 1 in 5 videos added on my phone. And I've been really wanting to I've been on CapCut like way too, like for far too long. And I think, well, like I've upgraded my GPU so I can live stream, play PC VR, and edit. I've upgraded my RAM twice, from 8 to 16, and now 16 to 32, which I did a few months ago, back in February. And then it was, new CPU, new, cooler, new storage, new hard drive, new SSD, new power supply, like, everything, I actually, wait, yeah, I was just looking at my PC over there, like, literally everything but the motherboard has been upgraded. But I don't really think there's any performance difference in upgrading the motherboard, so I just choose not to. I probably should soon, because the USB ports, like, on the, I forgot what it's called, but on the little grey plate, or a silver metal plate, like, like the USB ports some of those like are starting to fail. Like it's either that or my keyboard, because you know my keyboard and my motherboard my keyboard and mouse are actually a bit older than my motherboard, because I got a PC and then that broke after like 2 or 3 weeks, like really short time, and it just wouldn't boot to HDMI. It was like a CyberPower, like integrated graphics. I think it was like a, well no, it wasn't integrated graphics, that was the cheapest option. It had like a 1660 Ti, I think. 1660 of some kind. Yeah, oh god. I have to hold my Oculus controller, like the joystick down, to stop from, the stick drift from rotating too much, because then it just goes like that, and I can't control it, because these controllers, they still work obviously, but both these controllers still have the Oculus button on them, or the Oculus button, but also the Oculus. Right, that feels good. But also the Oculus, like on the rim, the little Meta logo on the rim, if any of you still use Quest 2. But yeah, on the Quest 2, like it's still got this little Meta logo on the rim, but these, like my Oculus, the one I'm on right now, like it's like a Meta Quest 2, it's not an Oculus Quest 2. I think anything yeah, but it's not an Oculus, it's a Meta Quest 2. I was kind of confused on how I was still holding on. Because I was right at the edge, but so yes, there's a Meta Quest 2, and the controllers are really old, because I've got like Meta Quest 2, Oculus Quest 2 controllers. I really like how I've updated the Quest Link thing, because you used to have to hold down the Oculus button to open the menu for like a few seconds, like you'd have to hold it down for a few seconds. Now you can just press it and it'll just go like that. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, the stick drift has only come on recently, even though these controllers are nearly 6 years old. Well, probably something like that. No, they're still like 4 years old, but you know what I mean, they're about to be. Well, yeah, because if you're watching this, you know who you are. I'm not gonna say your name because you know why, but you gave me these controllers, and yeah, back in 2023, he gave me them just because. Okay, I'll be honest, he was a friend of mine, but then just recently, now like 3 weeks ago, he just randomly unadded me on everything for no real reason. I'll say his name. His username on YouTube is @says_Sonic. That so @says_Sonic. But yeah, you can probably see him in some of my older live streams. If you go into the live stream Friday night stream, he's in that. Yeah, he just hung out at me for no particular reason. God, I'm so good at getting sidetracked. So anyway, why have I upgraded my storage? Well, the reason why was because I'm thinking about making edits for with After Effects and stuff. So you know how much money I've wasted paying for the thing, but I haven't actually used it. Like, I haven't actually made, like, I think I made one edit back in like 2024. It was actually pretty good. Yeah, it was actually pretty good, but I followed a tutorial. Just like how to make it. How to make After Effects edit. And yeah. But so that's pretty much the reason. It's just content creation. Because the main problem with my content creation is my PC. Like, the only reason I'm not live streaming every day and making tons and tons of edits, and you know, like, and I would honestly say I might be at 50k. I could be if I actually like were editing every day and doing farm lobbies every day and stuff. But now I'm just kind of like, I would say I'm kind of a mix of, yeah. Right, hang on, I'll be a second. Right, sorry about that. So, I really hope I'm live streaming actually, because I might not even be, like, I might not even be live streaming, because it's really hard to tell with these new PC, well, pretty much new PC. I mean, if I upgrade the motherboard and upgrade the case, like, it is basically a new PC. Because the guy gives you the parts back every single time. Like, because he gives you an option. Hand in the old parts, or, you have to pay. I just like having the old parts as best. In fact, I dodged him 3 times throughout this whole live stream. But anyway, so, if I upgrade my motherboard, which I'm probably not gonna do, I could literally reconstruct. Well, no, if I buy my motherboard, like, in fact, I might actually do this. My motherboard, like the one that I have right now, the one I've had, since this PC was a pre-built. Now it's just a modified pre-built. But, anyway, so, yeah, but, like, I could very much, and if I bought my own case, which, if you're wondering what it is, it's an AVP Aquila, something like that. I have no clue how to pronounce it, but it's AVP AQUILLA. Just search it up. It's got this little it's a mid-tower case. It's got 3 fans at the front, 1 fan at the back, and it's got like a little strip on the side with the AVP logo. And then it's got, your standard PSU basement, and yeah, that's the only distinct features, I guess, about it. But yeah, but what was I gonna say? So, yeah, but that's really it. In fact, I might end my live stream now. Like, I might, just because I think I might be getting into. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna end live, film some clips in GTAG of something, I don't know. Might be like a test edit. I might not even post it, but it's just gonna be like a little test edit. It could be like the surrounding, like, a Gorilla Tag itself edit, or like an edit of, like, It probably will be just an edit of the, like Beauty of Gorilla Tag or something. I don't know. But this game isn't really pretty anymore, to be honest. Man, I think mountains looks cool in the Halloween update. But city is like so corny. Like, look at this. How Silverback Studios, But like, it's just getting way too packed. But anyway, so we could do a. Also, I know I said I was gonna upload 100 videos. About that, I don't know. I really don't. I think I might. I was going to, like, I was planning to, up until like 3 o'clock today when I realized, oh crap, I was gonna make 100 videos. I haven't actually uploaded a single video today, have I? And yeah, I hadn't uploaded a video. I was going to, but I hadn't uploaded a video yet. And I just kind of forgot. But I did upload like 4 or 5 videos, something like that. So, you can go check those out. They won't. But I'd rather just spend like right now. I'm kind of a mix of like the best way I'd describe it is I'm a mix of like a DoVR creator, like DoVR back in like early 2023 kind of creator, / Beans on VR again in early 2023. Well, no, just Beans on VR in general, like 2022 and stuff. Like if you go, like if you see like bro put his headset in the microwave, the video idea and the audio is from DoVR. But the editing style is like Beans on VR, right? And the only reason I edit like him is because, like, I think the style of it is cool. I don't edit like him in every single video. And, as I grow and become, like, more of a popular creator, like, it's probably gonna vary just because, you just kind of begin to stick out and stuff. So it just kind of comes automatically. God, I hate this music. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, but like, just like, by the way, my editing process, if you're wondering, is like how to edit like that, because it's not even just being on VR, like, it was just a popular editing style. So the font is Avenir Next. It's like, so it's spelled AVINER NEXT, and then I use a black outline on that. And then I have it spring animation for 1 second. Yeah, it's like the title. But then yeah, and then if the clip's if the clip is like a square, like just like a square kind of thing, or if it's like landscape or something. If it's landscape, I'll crop it. But like most of the time, like my Oculus setting for recording is set to square. Like because you can change it from portrait to square or landscape. The only reason I do square is because it kind of films in square automatically. But then if you select landscape, for example, it'll just crop it. Like not like it'll literally show you like like, so imagine what you're seeing right now, but only like the middle third of your phone or screen or whatever you're watching on. Like that's pretty much what it is like. And then portrait is pretty much the same, but vertically. So I just kind of doing square just so I'm getting full frame. And then I'll go to, and then for like the little black bits, to fill those in, I'll just add like a blurry, like the bottom will be filled with like a blurry version of like the bottom half, and then it's just blurry, like a blurry version of the footage, and and then I put the text right above the line that separates like the top of the clear video to the blurry bit. And I know this is a bit hard to follow along, but just trust me, you'll get what I mean, right? And then I add motion blur sometimes, mainly just to compensate for any lag. Like if something's not timed well and I have to slow it down, I'll just add motion blur. Just because, even games do that. Like, if you rotate really fast in a game that doesn't run too well on your PC or any device, and take a photo on, your phone of the screen, then you can see like there's multiple frames of it. It just looks, kind of blurry. Well, no, like there's just multiple frames of it. Like even if you just move your hand about, like you can kind of see like your brain, like even your brain does it. Like if you move your hand about, you can kind of see like several like like you can just see like a motion blur in that. So yeah, like I just thought, it happens basically everywhere, so I'll just add it. But I would just add motion blur in general. It just looks cool. And then and then I zoom in, and then at the start of the video I zoom in like pretty far, now I zoom out. So yeah, like in like like maybe 50 milliseconds, like half a second or something. So yeah, so that's, so I'd rather be like, so right now my style is kind of like early 2023 Doviar with, like, like how much I upload, and I guess partially editing and quite a bit of ideas, but like Doviar's made a lot of videos, so it's kind of natural for the ideas to just overlap. And in my Gorilla Tag Unsolved Mysteries series, some of those things do overlap also. My version, like my original one, Gorilla Tag What Ifs, I'm gonna keep that going, don't worry, that series, but it's very hard to come up with ideas, like, think for Gorilla Tag Unsolved Mystery. Alright, how do they randomly find maps, out of thin air? Like, how did they randomly dig to Metropolis or something? I guess I just thought of that off the top of my head, and that video might get like 50 likes and 5,000 views, like, right? Just because, and then, the comments will say like, well, Lemming just added, like, I'm just talking about lore, guys, calm down. But anyway, so how, like, but then Gorilla Tag What Ifs is like, well, what if Forrest got revamped? Like, but even that's like not a good video idea. It would take me like a while to come up with a good video idea, and I've only made like 15 parts. You know, so that's why like I try to squeeze the most out of a series, but that's why I haven't uploaded a Gorilla Tag What Ifs in a really long time. Just because, like, you know, it's not very easy to come up with the ideas. You know, but like, I'm kind of transitioning from like the DoVR early 2023 kind of style, you know, in terms of how often I upload. And DoVR is a great creator, by the way. Like in early 2020, I mean, he is still, but in early 2023, he was also a great creator. But like, you know, he did upload quite a bit. The videos were like, I guess, kind of basic editing, but they were still good. I remember seeing him at like, not too far ahead. Like, in terms of 100k, like, not too far ahead of me, to be honest. Like, he was flying ahead, but he had like, I remember seeing him at like 4k, and I used to get home, and like when I was like 11, and I used to watch him every day. Like, in 2023, I'd watch him every day. And I was like, man, I know this guy's like, I mean, the rate he was growing at said it. But I was like, man, I know this. I don't know what it is. Like, tons of creators upload like this, but I just know this guy's gonna be famous one day. Yeah, and it wasn't just me who thought that. But anyway, so some of the videos in my editing style is also inspired by like being on VR and stuff. Like even my live streams, like if you go into my most popular live stream, like that video was pretty much like a being on VR live stream. Like, you know, a few hours, pretty much a full lobby. It wasn't always full, but it got full quite a bit. And then, you know, we were just playing mini games, and I was streaming on my PC. I had mods. You know, like I think there might have been a live subscribe count, but I'm not sure. And yeah, so like my streams are kind of inspired by that. Some videos editing style. So I'm kind of like a mix of early DoVR and early Beans on VR, but you know, as well as just my own video ideas in general, right? Because like someone's not gonna find a video entertaining if they've already seen it. Like that's just that, you know. That's why you gotta think of your own video ideas. Because like, yeah. But also like, I kind of like, it's just really how I've been making content. Like they've just kind of been like this way for a while, and I'm still gonna make them like that. Like this is definitely my favorite way of making content. But I also think, you know, I should be. Now I'm not gonna be like one of those like brain rot type creators, but like, yeah, I think about maybe getting some ads done in a while. You know, sometime soon. But also, sorry if I'm breathing heavy. I don't know why, but my headset, like this headset specifically, catches up on me breathing heavy really easily for no real reason. But yeah, and I don't really have much more to say. My headset's about to die. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and yeah. Probably gonna go work on it now. See ya.